waste of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's second down and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get... at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically...
Over the middle. There's a diving catch. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Ryan Rico now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a special teams meltdown there. The fumbled punt leads to 2 points.
Whatever happened to the 5 don'ts in the kicking game? One of the first ones, don't fumble the football. And this is a guy that's normally pretty sure-handed back there, but he allows this one to get away. And in the end, he's very fortunate, winds up for just 2 points and not giving up 6.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Could have been worse. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing. Now Burrow loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Fighting him off. Some strong running at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This is taken at the 23. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 4. And he's got room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Flushed out right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. And So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better? You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Henry up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fighting his way through contact. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
A big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Flush to his right. Now he's into the clear again. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 99 yards. And the Ravens have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
Sometimes with Lamar Jackson, I just step back in absolute awe. He's absolutely sensational. And with most quarterbacks, it's the first 3 seconds after the snap that you worry about what they're going to do. With him, if there's any additional time, you really have to worry as he breaks off another big run for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to take on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Ravens take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far. As we run through some of the mistakes, it's darn near impossible to win.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
Now Brown, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Now Burrow loses the football,
and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you don't ever. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Pass incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Things have certainly gone their way in this one, largely thanks to the efforts of their running game. As we scroll through some of these highlights, this has been a masterclass on how to run the football. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down in the yard. Burrow on play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll drop to throw. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. Down inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap is up. Now Burrow loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try to QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah,
not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to take on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Burrow will throw. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Down the right sideline.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing him back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
And the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 6. 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A final shot now for Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The